What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of the Dangerous Divas podcast, episode number 2. And we're going to talk today about the top 5 fat loss tips you want to use for your fitness and health journey. So I want to start off by saying thank you so much for hopping on. If you're live, put a heart in the comments. If you're listening to our podcast, just give us some love, do a head nod, whatever it is. I hope you're having the greatest day ever, whatever day you're looking at us, whatever day you're listening to us and watching this video. If you guys don't know, we are live, pretty much everywhere while we're recording the podcast as well. So if you hear me answer some questions, I will make sure to repeat them. But other than that, a lot of us think as fat loss is a really hard thing, right? And it can be really, really hard. And it can be really hard to get down in terms of, how to work out, what to eat, what type of exercises to do, right? But at the end of the day, when you learn these principles and you implement them, right? Most important thing is implementing, because you can learn a bunch of information, but if you don't implement, then the success is going to happen. It will be quite easy to follow. Once you know all the principles and you have it down, it's super easy to follow because you just get into a rhythm and you just get into a routine of doing things so that you can implement and succeed, right? So today I want to talk about 5 things that will make a huge difference in the way you start your weight loss journey, all right? And those 5 things, I hope that you get some value out of it, and then at least one of those tips you can use for your fitness journey, and you can use to have more success in your fitness journey as well. So the first thing first is stocking up. What I mean by that is stock up on foods that will help you fill your stomach, that will make you fuller longer, right? Foods that will fuel your body. That way there's less chances on you binging on, the snacks that you have for your kids or the little things that you have around their house, because you're stocking up on the best food to fuel your body. The way I like to describe it is, think about your body as a Maserati or a Lamborghini or a Porsche, whatever, awesome car, right? You're not going to put the cheapest fuel in there because it's a really expensive car, and you want to make sure that you are giving it the best, right? So it's the same thing with our body. Our body is the car, and we want to make sure that we're fueling it with the best fuel ever. So we're going to make sure that we stock up with foods that make our stomachs full and that make us fuller longer and fuel our body for more energy, more metabolism, so on and so forth, right? That way there's less chances of you binging on all the bad foods. Number 2, you want to make sure you do fun, quick, easy workouts. Find a schedule that works for you. Stick to the schedule. That's the number one thing a lot of people don't do, is that they create a schedule but they don't stick to it. Find a schedule that works for you, stick to it, and then add in either a gym or at-home workouts. Honestly, you can lose tons of weight from home. You can lose tons of weight from going to the gym. It's whatever works for you, right? And whatever you enjoy the most. So find a schedule that works for you. Make sure that you add in the workouts at the gym or at home, and that you can have fun with it. It does not have to be long whatsoever. 30, 45 minutes, no more than that. It's more than enough. And then 3 times a week is more than enough. A lot of people tell you you have to work out 6-7 days a week. No, you don't. 3-4 times a week is totally fine. You will see amazing results that way. All right. Number 3, you want to make sure you are meal prepping ahead of time. So make sure you have your meals ready to go ahead of time. It will be so much easier to track, and it will be less snacking involved. For example, I have the sticker still on my mason jar from peanut butter, but every single morning, I eat a chia seed pudding. I do them on Sunday, so I have 3 ahead of time. Today I'm gonna have to do more for the rest of the week, but literally, that is my breakfast. It's ready to go. I meal prepped it ahead of time, right? So it'd be so much easier for you to just grab the food, heat it up and eat it, or just grab the food and eat it if it's a salad or chia seed or whatever it is, right? So make sure you meal prep your meals ahead of time. I like to do that on Sundays and Thursdays. So I do on Sundays for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on Thursday I do for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. From whatever, you guys understood me. I do it twice a week. The fourth fat loss tip is fun foods. If you're like me, you enjoy sweets, okay? Sweets are freaking life. I love cake, I love chocolate, I love candy. I mean, you name it. I'm the first person to eat it, okay? So start your day knowing how much of these fun foods you can have a day. Everything in moderation is key. You want to make sure that you are eating these foods that you enjoy, but in moderation. I'm not telling you to eat an entire tub of ice cream. I'm telling you to eat maybe like a tablespoon of ice cream. So for me, I can have a tablespoon of chocolate every single day to fulfill my craving and also just keep my satisfaction going, right? So every single day I make sure I track my food, I'm ready to go, and then I make sure that I have a little bit for a piece of chocolate. I have a friend that eats a donut every single day as part of her fitness journey, and she's a bikini competitor. I can't say the word today. All right, whatever. She competes in bodybuilding, and she eats a donut every day. So everything in moderation is totally fine. Understand that. It's not about a restrictive diet. There's no such thing. It's not sustainable. You're gonna do it for like 2 to 3 months, and then you're gonna stop because it's not sustainable. All right. And then number 5 is protein. You guys are gonna hear me talk a lot about protein in this podcast, but in the calorie deficit, protein is key. Okay, it helps you with sanity, it helps with muscle building, and you want to make sure you plan ahead of time what kind of proteins are you going to have. So for me today, I'm going to have some tuna, and I'm going to have some white fish and chicken today. So those are the meals that are already made. Not chicken, beans. I have a chili that I made. So I'm going to have tuna, I'm going to have white fish, and I'm going to have beans as part of my protein. So make sure you are eating enough protein to build muscle as well while losing weight, okay? So let's just recap. The first thing was stocking up on food that are super important to fuel your body and keep you full longer. Second thing is fun, quick workouts that match your schedule, gym or home workouts, whatever works for you. Third is meal prepping ahead of time, making sure you have your meals ready to go every single day so that you just grab and go. Fourth is adding in the fun foods that you enjoy, the chocolate, the piece of cake, the piece of candy, whatever it is, everything in moderation is totally fine. And number 5 is protein, making sure we are eating enough protein so that we can lose weight but also build muscle at the same time. All right? I hope you got lots of value on this podcast. Let me know in the comments which tip helps you the most, and I really hope that I could give you a ton of value and help you with your fitness journey while also, throwing a bunch of stuff at you. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today's podcast, and Coach Salome out.